Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. We are going to discuss the concept of the isocont. So when we are discussing about the production theory, so it is a very important concept, the isocont. And because these are some important terms, when we will have the full grip of these definitions, these concepts, production theory in the well manner. So first of all, we understand that what is basically the definition of the isocont. Isocont is saying that an isocont is a curve. So very clear, it will be a curve and that shows all the possible combinations of the inputs that produce the same output. Very simple. In the previous lecture, when we're discussing about the production process, so we are saying that the production function basically the relationship between the inputs and outputs. So there is this again sense of the possible combinations. So that means we understand that we have different inputs combination that produces the outputs. And if we are saying that if we will choose all the combinations, all possible combinations that are producing the same outputs, and when all the combinations will be drawn, so that curve is called the isocont. So we understand that what is basically isocont, because if it is a curve, so we will understand in the graphical way, and we say that if this is a graph and because it's a curve of the combinations of the inputs, and we are discussing the two input case, and we are saying that the production is the function of labor and capital. So on the x-axis we are taking the labor, and on the y-axis we are taking the capital, and the capital is representing by the k. So basically this is the curve of the combination of the both these two inputs. So what will be, हमें मिलेगा किस तरीके से और होगा क्या, इसको अंडरस्टैंड करने की ज़रूरत है. So if this is the curve, so what will be the shape of the isocont? The isocont shape will be the look like of the IC, indifference curve. It is basically the convex curve and convex to the origin. This is basically the isocont because we have the two inputs of labor and capital, and we says that this combination, this isocont will produce a specific level of output. यानी कि अगर मैं अंडरस्टैंड करता हूँ कि फर्म प्रोड्यूस कर रही है 100 यूनिट्स, अब 100 यूनिट्स ऑफ चेयर हो गए, 100 यूनिट्स ऑफ बिस्किट्स पैकेट्स हो गए, 100 यूनिट्स ऑफ पैन हो गए, 100 यूनिट्स ऑफ कैमराज हो गए, कुछ भी हो गए. सो वी आर सेइंग दैट कि बाय यूजिंग द डिफरेंट कॉम्बिनेशन बट द फर्म इज़ प्रोड्यूसिंग द 100 यूनिट्स. इसका मकसद ये हुआ, इस बात को समझ इस तरह सकते हैं कि दिस इज बेसिकली द कॉन्वेक्स कर्व एंड शोइंग दैट एवरी कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ द लेबर एंड कैपिटल इज प्रोड्यूसिंग द सेम यूनिट. सो दिस इज आइसोकॉन्ट. तो आइसोकॉन्ट की डेफिनेशन में वैसे ही क्लियर है कि एक ऐसा कर्व जिसमें डिफरेंट कॉम्बिनेशन एक ही आउटपुट दे रहे हों, दिस इज कॉल्ड द आइसोकॉन्ट. अब ये हाउ इट विल बी हैपन, मैं क्यों बात कर रहा हूँ कि डिफरेंट कॉम्बिनेशंस. मैं इसको अगर आपसे पूछूं कि टेक द पॉइंट, दिस इज अ पॉइंट, ओके, सो एट दिस पॉइंट what is the production level? So you will say Q naught, because at every point on this curve, at every point, this point, this point, this point, any point you can take, the firm is producing the Q naught, but the combination of the labor input is different. How it is possible? Because at this point we are using the K1, L1, but we are taking the K1, and this point are using a different combination. This is the K2, and this is the K2, and here we are using different labor, L3 and K3. So now the case is very interesting and we have to understand what is happening here. How can we interpret this thing? So we are saying that by using the L1, K1, the firm is producing 100 unit. The firm interested to increase the labor. So we discussed that when the firm is focused on the more labor, so basically the firm is trying to be a labor intensive. So what is happening? The labor is increasing. If the firm is going to increase the labor, so definitely to keep on this same level, to keep on this isocon, the firm has to reduce the amount of the capital. So अगर आपको लेबर में इजाफा करना है तो कैपिटल में कमी वाकई करनी पड़ेगी, तो ही आप सेम प्रोडक्शन लेवल पर रह सकते हैं, वरना तो आपकी प्रोडक्शन लेवल हायर हो जाएगी अगर आप लेबर में इजाफा करें और कैपिटल को उतना ही रखें. सो दिस इज द बेसिकली द करेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ द आइसोकॉन की. तो आइसोकॉन की जो करेक्टरिस्टिक्स हैं वही शो कहती हैं कि आइसोकॉन मस्ट बी द कॉन्वेक्स टू द ओरिजिन, एंड इफ द इट विल बी द मस्ट टू बी द कॉन्वेक्स टू द ओरिजिन, तो ये आपको बिहेवियर ऑब्जर्व होगा कि अगर आप लेबर में इजाफा करते हैं तो आपको कैपिटल में कमी वाक़ई करनी पड़ेगी, एंड दैट्स इन द रिजल्टेंटली यू विल बी ऑन द सेम आइसोकॉन एंड यू आर द फर्म इज प्रोड्यूसिंग द सेम लेवल ऑफ output. Now we are saying that if the firm is going to be more labor intensive and they are producing from L2 to L3, again they are increasing the labor. So now the firm cannot reduce the very high amount of the capital, just minor decrease will observe in the capital. This is the behavior, this is the real behavior, because let's suppose if the firm is using the 3 machines, that means they are the 3 and they are using the 30 labor, so the firm they are using the initially the 10 labor, and now they are basically use the another they choose another combination and they reduce the machine, let's suppose 2, and they increase the labor 20. So they are saying that again we are getting the same level of output. Further they understand that we have to increase the labor, so now they must have to have the one machine, however the labor is increasing more. So जब आप इस आइसोकॉन में मूव करते हैं, तो जब आप लेबर की तरफ बहुत ज़्यादा जाने की कोशिश करते हैं, तो एक वक्त आता है कि जब आपकी जो रिडक्शन ऑफ द कैपिटल है वो बहुत मिनिमम होकर रह जाती है, और ये जो बिहेवियर है वो आपको ऑब्जर्व होगा कॉन्वेक्स बिहेवियर में, और दिस इज़ द शेप ऑफ द आइसोकॉन. So the change in labor will increase in the labor, will decrease in the capital, because due to have on the same isocon. What happens if we understand that कि अगर हम इसको नहीं कम करें, अगर हम just increasing the labor करते हैं, so as a result we are just not changing in the capital, और capital हम वही रखते हैं. Let's suppose capital level हमारा यही है और we are just increasing the labor. So at this point we will have to draw our isocon here. आपने देखा कि इस लेबर और इस कैपिटल पे यहाँ पर थे, और as the labor increase हम लेबर इंटेंसिव हुए. अगर हम कैपिटल में कमी वाक़ई नहीं करते तो एट द सेम पॉइंट पे हमें एक नया आइसोकॉन्ट मिल जाएगा, फिर हम उस सेम आइसोकॉन्ट पे नहीं रहेंगे. सो बेसिकली दिस इज द बेसिकली द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ द मोनोटोनिसिटी के वी आर इंक्रीजिंग, मीन इफ वी आर इंक्रीजिंग समवन and we are at least not increasing in other one but not decreasing in other input, तो आपको एक नया एक नया आइसोकॉन मिल जाएगा. और ये जनरल बिहेवियर है कि अगर आप 10 एक मशीन आपके पास थी और आप 10 वर्कर्स के साथ काम कर रहे थे और आप स्पेसिफिक अमाउंट ऑफ दी प्रोडक्शन कर रहे हैं, तो आप उसी सेम मशीन पे अगर आप 2 लेबर और मज़ीद बढ़ाएंगे, तो आप 2 लेबर बढ़ा रहे हैं, मशीन उतनी रख रहे हैं, तो आप एक नए आइसोकॉन पे चले जाएंगे, मोर प्रोडक्शन पे चले जाएंगे, क्योंकि ये प्रोडक्शन जो है Q1 की प्रोडक्शन जो है वो ज़्यादा होगी Q0 से. सो वी अंडरस्टैंड दैट डिफरेंट कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ द इनपुट इट इज़ गिव, दैट्स मीन कि हमने कॉम्बिनेशन पहले कौन सा निकाला K1 L1, ये भी आपको कितना यूनिट दे रहा है, 100 दे रहा है। फिर आपने कौन सा निकाला, K2 और L2, और ये भी आपको कितना यूनिट दे रहा है, इस तरह सो ऑन। जितने भी पॉइंट्स आपने इस ग्रीन कर्व पे निकाले वो आपको एक जितना दे रहे हैं। लेकिन जब हमने एक कॉम्बिनेशन निकाला जिसमें K1 था और L2 था, तो उसने आपके लेट्स सपोज प्रोडक्शन यूनिट 110 कर दिए, तो यू हैव बीन गॉन ऑन द न्यू आइसोकॉन्ट. सो दिस इज द बेसिकली द ग्राफिकल अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ द आइसोकॉन्ट. Now for the more explanation of the isochron, we are just taking the hypothetical example. Let's suppose this is basically the battery producing firm, and we are taking the data of the different months. Let's mean these are 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. They are the basically 7 months were there, and the company reported by the different labor and different capital, that's with different combinations, and the company produce a different level of the output. So if this is basically the number of unit of the labor, number of the machines that are used, they are the number of the unit of the labor they are used, and they are produced 10 batteries. So we are saying that if the firm initially they are using the 1 unit of the capital and the 1 unit of the labor, the firm is producing only the 10 output. Later on, what is this, that basically the firm hire the more labor, and when the capital unit were the same, they are fixed. So what happened, definitely the output increased from 10 to 40. Okay, so later on they basically they purchase the new machine. This is the second number machine, but basically they downsize, they reduce the labor, and they just work in the third month with the 2 labor. So definitely when they reduce the labor, however they have increased the capital, but the production decreased 40 to 20. Later on, the capital is the fixed. They have previously they have purchased 2 machines, so they are the same level of the 2 machines they are using, same level level of the capital units, but they are just hire the 1 more labor in the 4th month. So definitely just increase of the 1 labor contributed 20 more units in the output. Then later stage, what happened, they purchased a third new machine, then later on the 4th one, the 5th one. So this is the behavior. They gradually slowly they are increasing the number of units of the capital, but they are changing in the labor as per their order, as per their demand. So they are producing the different outputs. This is the combination. That's why if there are the different relationships, so we say that this is the basically the production function. Now what type of the behavior we will observe in the isochron? Isochron is saying that the same level of the output by using different combination. So we can say that if we are not understanding anything and just we are plotting this data, then we understand that what will be the isochron. So with the same unit of the labor, that's mean that 1 is equal to 10. So just we plot this scatter plot of all these points, and we can say that this is not basically the production. These points are just showing the combinations of the labor input. Now we are saying that we will observe the clear concept of the monotonicity, we will observe the clear concept of the convexity in this graph. So what is happening, we are saying that if they are using the 1 unit of the capital and 5 units of the labor, they are producing the 40 output. And similarly, if they are increasing the capital but they are reducing the labor, so they will again getting the same level of the output of 40. And the other one, if they are increasing the more capital but they must have to reduce the labors, again they are getting the output of the 40. And then they have increased a significant amount of the capital, so they must have to reduce the labor till 1 labor, and then they are getting the 40. So these combinations are giving the same output. Now we observe that The first combination that we observe, this one, this is giving the 40. This is second one, the third one. So if we will see that this is a really behavior, this is a convex behavior, we are saying that this is showing about isocon. So really this is a convex, and if we can observe one thing more, here we increased 1 unit of the capital. So we can say that कि अगर आपको कोई चीज़ इंक्रीज करनी होती है तो सेम लेवल ऑफ आउटपुट पर रहने के लिए अदर इनपुट को मस्ट डिक्रीज करना होगा, एंड वी कैन इजीली कैन सी हियर कि आपको सेकंड यूनिट में कमी वाक़ई करनी पड़ी. व्हाट हैपेंड कि यहाँ पर मैं आपको दूसरी में बताऊँ कि एक यूनिट पे लेबर और कैपिटल पे आप 10 प्रोडक्शन कर रहे थे, तो बेसिकली आपका जो आइसोकॉन था Q इज इक्वल टू 10 वाला वो इधर था. जैसे ही आपने एक यूनिट ऑफ लेबर और 5 किया तो आप अपने एक नए आइसोकॉन की तरफ चले गए. इसमें आपने फिक्स रखा, इसमें इजाफा किया तो आप एक नए आइसोकॉन की तरफ चले गए. अब अगेन मैं आपसे बताऊं कि जब आप 2 लेबर और 2 के साथ 20 कर रहे हैं तो आप एक और आइसोकॉन पे हैं जो कि यहाँ पर Q इज इक्वल टू 20. सो व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, दिस इज बेसिकली द आइसोकॉन मैप. So isocon map, what is the isocon map? Basically it is the north east movement is called the isocon map. So someone is asked that what is the isocon map. So basically it is a north and this is the east, northeast movement, and if we plot these things, so basically this is basically the isocon, and we are saying that if we are increasing the labor and we are increasing the output, so we will get the new isocons. So I hope that this is the definition and this is the concept, a graphical representation of the isocon. You will learn about it, and please subscribe our channel for more videos. Thank you.